We're doing a selective demolition. This is a $3 million condo. And it's funny that one unit like this can almost fill up our shop again. So what we're doing here is, we're just praying that there's a bunch of stuff in here because we're pretty much sold all the good stuff out of the shop. We don't know what exactly we're getting. Let's go check it out. All right, so look at all this stuff in here. Look at how good a condition all of this stuff is in. So we're doing a selective demolition on this job, and basically what we're gonna do is we're gonna take out the kitchens, the baths, we're gonna take out basically cabinetry here, a couple walls, and we're taking out the flooring. So that's pretty much it. That's what this job is. And in this case, they didn't want to mess with dealing with the furniture. Contractor didn't want to mess with dealing with the furniture. So in that case, we give them a little price reduction and we get the furniture, and it gives us a chance to sell a whole bunch of stuff and fill the shop back up. So this is what it looks like before we go ahead and get everything out. We're going to get everything out because we don't want to get it dirty and have to clean it again. And then we're going to go ahead and do the whole demo, and you'll see what it looks like. Oh, man. Okay, the shop is so empty. I'm going to say take it all. I'll tell you what, we'll take it. The shop's empty, guys. We need more stuff to sell. This gizmo here, we'll probably ask like $3.99 for this. This table and chairs, $4.99. These are concrete. There's two of them. I'd say probably $100 for the two of them. This Oriental stuff here, this right here, this is made in Japan. Anything made in Japan costs some money, okay? So I'd say we're gonna look this up on eBay. This could be worth a couple $100. Same thing with this. This is probably made in Japan as well. Yeah, made in Japan. So this stuff here is gonna get some special handling. I would guess $199 for that. I would guess $199 for this. I would guess $50 for this. And all these gizmos. This thing here, I don't know, maybe $25, $20. Oh man, this weighs like 3 Godoys. You hear people say, how much does this weigh? 3 Godoys. So I don't know how you guys are gonna get this. Oh, it comes off, the top comes off. Put it on what do you think, you put it on a cart? Probably $4.99 for this. It's kind of a neutral color, so it'll sell. This bowl right here, if you see the red on the bottom, it's made in China. It's got the red. It says it's not for food use. I don't know if this is authentic or not. It feels authentic. This would be about $300 on eBay if it's authentic. So these two accessory chairs here, if we can sell them, $25 a piece. These right here, $25. And these, probably another 10 a piece. This, $25. Now, how big do you think that TV is? These side cabinets that are not attached, hopefully they're not attached. They're pretty freaking heavy. These can be used as storage cabinets for people in their garages or in areas. So these sell independent of this. So $199, $199. The TV, probably going to end up in one of the guys' homes, but this is probably $99 for that. These are crazy expensive couches. It's got a stain. Hard not to have stains when you got white stuff. Yeah, that'll be okay. So, yep, no stains on the other one, on the back. So what I'm doing that for is because if they are stained, then they go in the dump trailer. These are super high quality, heavy duty couches. We'll have to do a little cleaning on them. I'd say $199, $199. The matching chairs, $199 for the chairs. This right here, $99. That picture there, say $25. Coffee table. End table's coffee table. Probably, I say $199 for the two. The plant over there, $50. This picture here, $20. We're gonna make you famous.
You already made me famous, Dave.
It's hard to make you handsomer, that's for sure.
Right?
Yeah. Well, that's what your wife told me. She said, man, my man is good looking. It's funny, huh? So what about this stuff? Is this stuff coming?
I think this is coming out too. All the flooring is going to come out everywhere. So.
All right, so this stuff here, bring it back, is sellable. Probably $150 a piece for them. So there's two of them.
This whole kitchen set's coming back except for the fridge.
Okay, so the fridge is staying.
The cooktop.
These are 20 years old, but they're still pretty cool looking. Anytime you got a white kitchen cabinet set, you got a winner. The Korean tops, I'd say just break them up.
Break them up. You want this one just for the island?
Bring that one with it. Okay, what's this kitchen worth? It's a white kitchen. It's got some really cool features to it. Like this has got a safe built into it. That's a gun safe, I believe. The refrigerator is going to stay. This whole setup here, I'd say $2,500 for that. They're going to try to bring back these countertops. We're going to slice them here and here, here and here, and try to give the countertops. The dishwasher, probably talking $290, probably $199 for that. Okay, what about this tape? This set here?
Yeah, that's coming with us as well. All that, everything we see except whatever's labeled on the tape.
Yeah, all this stuff just back to the shop. This looks good. Yeah, look at that. Hey, look, there's 2 1-cent stamps in here. You want them? Want to take them, put them in your stamp collection? Yeah, oh, look.
What is that?
And we got one of these.
Nice little
AA battery. What? You don't have a AA battery collection at home?
Nah.
I do.
AAA.
I do.
We're up like 12 cents right now.
So look at this. This right here is a $10.99. I got this at Target. These are very nice. Okay.
You can have this plant too.
That's a nice plant. These are cute. Somebody like the green plates and stuff. Look at this. Look at that. This is really nice shape. Probably not been used very much at all. It's in very good condition. If you can see it from where we're standing, I would say probably going to ask $4.99 for that. These stools, $100 for both of them. They have some staining on them. This stuff here, I don't know that it's worth much, but it is made in Italy. If it's made in Italy, it's probably expensive. So we'll have to look these up. These are going to be more eBay things that we're going to give Willow to look up. So I'm going to put all these in with that other stuff and make sure that they special handle this stuff and take it back with them. The plant, I'd say $99 for that. This thing here, we'll probably start at $199 for that. Looking for somebody who's got a little tiny space. That's got a name brand on it. Notice how they painted on the wall over here. So they brought somebody in and they did a little painting on the wall, make it look cute. Whoever was here, they were really into bunny rabbits. So it's kind of crazy, isn't it? It's kind of crazy to see what people do. Now, they probably bought this condo and the condo needed to be cleaned out. They looked into what it would cost to move it and what it would take to sell it on Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace. It's a lot of effort. People got to come through the gated community. It's a lot of effort. There might be $3,000 or $4,000 worth of stuff here, maybe $5,000. And what's your time worth? Okay. And in this situation, these guys probably live somewhere up north. They're having this done. This is going to be a vacation place for them. They just want simple and easy. So for us, we're a junk removal company and a demo company. So we welcome this stuff. We give a little bit better pricing because we're getting this stuff and we're going to resell it. Okay, so this is a cover for an outdoor grill. So there's an outdoor Gen Air grill. So you'll bring back this. This is a U-line if it works. These Gen Air things are timeless. They're very hard to break. You can sell the parts for them on eBay if you want to sell parts to them. A lot of people use them, sell a lot of them into California. $199 for that. This right here, probably $25. This refrigerator here, we'll ask $299 for that. So this right here, this is a table with chairs. Look at how many, there's 6 chairs for this little tiny table. This thing looks brand spanking new. The color on it and the way that it looks, it's got that Tommy Bahama look. I don't know that this is actually Tommy Bahama. Kind of neutral, kind of not my colors or whatever. But like this, I'd say $6.99 on that. This is a nice set.
This one.
All of this here?
Yeah, except the stuff back here.
So this stuff back here is not going,
Yeah,
but
that's
all
not
this stuff
coming in.
is. This table and that, all this together, I'd say, I'm gonna say $3.99. It looks brand spanking new. Same thing for here, $3.99 for this. That's a nice lamp. I like this lamp.
Yeah, the lamps.
Yeah, that's nice. Very cool, very tropical. What in this room isn't gonna go? What are we not gonna keep?
We're keeping everything in here, actually.
Yeah, but what are we not gonna keep?
Probably this right here. I'm opening.
Right, why?
You don't sell these?
We can't sell TV stands. Why?
Yeah.
It's just old technology, man. So the DVD player in that, bring that back. If they're not going to keep that, somebody will buy that. These are really big, really cool. Probably good possibility they'll end up in one of the Airbnb that we're finishing up. This is neutral enough. It fits the decor for the beaches. So that and this all together, $499. The king size master bed and the headboard, I would say $299 for that. These two things up here, $199 for them. This chair here, I would say probably $150 for that. This right here, $25, $25. These two paintings here, $25 a piece. These lamps, probably $299 for the both of them. That plant, $199. That plant, $199. The mirror, $50. All these little mirrors here, I would say, you know, $10 a piece. And if you notice the little stuff we get, it's yard sale prices on it because we're not set up to have this much stuff. These are $16.99 a piece wherever they were bought, whenever they were bought. We're not set up for this little tiny stuff. So we don't want to put something that small on Marketplace or on eBay or anything like that. I just hope there's toilet paper.
There's a lot of toilet paper here.
Is there a lot of toilet paper here?
Yes, sir. I got the water off already, but
Okay.
some of them still have flushes in them.
All right, cool. All right, so this, you know, this is a little dated, but you know what? This is really high quality. You can feel it in the. All right, so all of that, including the top, we want to take mirrors, the jacuzzi tub. You just cut it up, bring the motors back.
Okay.
What about this here? That's all that's coming.
All this stuff's gonna come out.
All right, cool. Anywhere where there's wallpaper, we're just gonna take the drywall off. And we found that a lot of contractors, they figure out that they can't get the drywall finished in good enough condition by repurposing, taking off the wallpaper and that. They don't have people who do it, so they just take the drywall off. This is a bidet. So this is kind of a European thing more than an American thing. Toto's a pretty high-end toilet. Bidets like that, we get them all the time. I used to sell them. Every now and then I'd sell one on eBay. We don't sell them anymore. So the bidet, you can just bust it up and bring all the fixtures back. I would say $499 for this double vanity. Fortunately, these are not gold, so whoever buys this probably will use the same hardware or the same faucets. This will just get demoed, the whole thing. The jacuzzi tub, what we'll do with that is we'll take it out and we'll cut out the jacuzzi motors and we'll sell the motors. All of this stuff is brass and we'll take that and we'll recycle that. The bidet will get demoed. There's probably about $10 worth of brass in there. We have about 10 toilets at the shop right now, and that's about all we're going to keep around. So the toilets are probably going to get trashed. This right here, I'd say, yeah, this was 40 bucks where it was bought, probably Target or something. I'd say like 10 bucks. Now this, it's very unique looking, might have some value. Got to look at the back of it. And it's a registered number to it. So we'll look this up. This is possibly an eBay thing. So registered number means that this was, if you look at it, it's kind of art-ish. Okay, so that plant right there, I'd say 15 bucks for that. Okay, so this will come back.
There's one, somebody's keeping, I think he's keeping that.
He's keeping this?
Yeah, this one.
Okay, cool. So bring the chair then.
We'll bring the chair and I'll bring you a nice little...
Oh, vanity mirror. I can pop my pimples. We're taking this chair. This is a very cool little ornate chair for that kind of a situation, a little vanity situation. 99 bucks for that. All right, let's see, is there anything in this closet?
No, it's just pillows and shelves.
Ooh. I'm gonna take the towels too. Cool.
Okay.
We're running a little low. I miss this part of what we do.
This one?
Yeah, because it saves
find
me
all kinds
money.
of
I'm broke all the time. All right, so you get a neighbor, they call you up, or you hear through the network, you say, hey, these guys are moving out, they don't want any of their furniture. You're like, well, what do I do with it? So you go get it, you get a storage unit, 20 by 20 storage unit, you put all this stuff in it, and you put it all on Facebook Marketplace, take pictures of it in place, looks better in place. Take the pictures of it in place. If it's got a mattress, show it doesn't have stains on both sides and so on and so forth. Put it into your storage unit, put it all on Craigslist Marketplace or Craigslist or Marketplace. We use both. I like Craigslist because it's an easy way to catalog everything you have. You hit the more ads by this person and you get all of that stuff there. So this is a way that you could make extra money. You find out that people, they just don't want to pay for the movers. They don't want to deal with it. They're moving into something smaller and you can make some bank on some of this stuff. So this stuff up here, that vase, okay, that vase is probably, it's got some weight to it. So that I'm thinking $50 for that. All these books, probably $30 for all the books. Okay, now what'll happen with these books is a certain amount of them will end up in our Airbnbs. This nice little golf set, bookends, you know, $10, $20. These are all, these are corbels is what they're called. So this is just really just furniture art, more or less. I'd say $5 a piece for each of those. Probably $15 for this lamp. This right here, another plant, maybe $5 for that. Okay, this lamp here, $10. Might be hard to sell, it's delaminating. These two tables here, I'd say $50 for them, $20 for that, $20 for this, $20 for that. Plant up on top. This right here, say $5. And then this right here, this is a wardrobe. So this is the difference between a TV stand and a wardrobe. The wardrobe has a place to hang clothes in it and it doesn't have shelves in it. These are saleable. They're not widely saleable, but they are more saleable than the TV stand. A lot of TV stands get converted to this, turning around over here. So when you're doing this, when you have these colors here, very, 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 very hard to sell. Now, we're just coming out of multiple hurricanes. People are putting their houses back together. They're broke as a joke and stuff like this. If they can buy that for $50 and have a sleeper so their friend can come visit, they'll buy it. Before the hurricanes, not so much. So this sleeper sofa, if it was a better color, would be $299 in our marketplace. This chair right here, colors are, you know, 1980s, 1990s. I'd say probably $99 for that. Cute. So the only day that this guy plays golf is days that ended with Y.
Wait a minute, that's every day.
All right, now check this out. Now that is beautiful. There's an eagle that lives close to my house. So this is the 2008 Eagle International Champion. So maybe a golf award. Professionally finished by Michael. I'd say $20 for that. Okay, so the couches are out. So one of the things that we do as a company, it just helps you with your mindset. We'll take things like the couches and the bigger items and we take them out first, because if you get the big stuff done early, then you don't dread it the whole job. Okay, if that chandelier is going, that chandelier probably costs over $1,000. So if we're gonna get that, that would be $299 for that. Yeah, bring all of this back for sure.
Try and wash your steak.
They're keeping those, okay. Somebody's always got a relative that needs those when they're doing these. All right, same thing in here. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I'm in heaven. Because I was about ready to buy a bunch of towels because I am running out. This thing right here, $299. These beds, the complete beds, and this center nightstand, this is a very common little setup. I would say $399, okay? Now that was worth a lot of money until you stepped into it. No, I'm just kidding. Turn around, take a look at that. So this little setup here, probably asked $50 for that. This right here, $50, okay? Things like this, we'll just ask like $4 or $5 for things like that. This we would ask probably 10 for that. These other pictures that are on the wall, 10 a piece for those. This vanity right here, this is a Kohler sink. This vanity setup, it's dated. You can see how dated it is, but it is very functional and it's white, so it's very versatile. So something like this, I'd say $2.99 for that. We won't keep the toilet. So the showers, we have a hard time selling those. We would ask $1.99 for that. I'd ask probably $25 for this. I'm gonna steal the toilet paper. Okay, so this right here, we'll bring this back. We'll ask like $100 for that. Okay, in here in the laundry room, this whole laundry room set, $9.99. Okay, that'll be all the upper cabinets and this lower cabinet set, including the countertops. All right, so let's go over this right here. We'd ask $1.99 for that. We'd ask $50 for this. In here, we'll ask, I would ask like $50 for that. This right here is a toilet paper caddy, cute little toilet paper caddy. You've never seen one of those before. The mirror, $50. This, probably $15 for that. Okay, so in this bedroom, this is a very basic and standard little setup. So this, maybe $1.99. The bed itself, the whole bed, $1.99. The nightstand's $2.99. Lamps, say $100. This right here, you're talking about, this is super high quality, very heavy, kind of a neutral color. I would say $2.99 for that, including the mirror. This, a lot of these things, we just give them to the guys. We don't do much with TVs. We put them up for sale a lot of times, but they don't sell. TVs are too cheap and nobody wants to try to figure out how to use the old technology. Now this is got a little bit of a broken frame to it. So I would say this, we would ask, probably $25. Somebody's gonna have to fix it. $2.99 for that. Shower doors, $1.99. The over the toilet storage, we will ask $50 for that, or $25 for that. Let's see what else. Ooh, gotta love it.
You're in heaven right now, Dave.
Huh?
You're in heaven right now.
You got it. Say $10 for that.
The mirror.
Now I need one of these for my soap. Okay, so these paintings are really nice, and I think we'll ask $2.99 for both of them. This one here, $25. So this is the start. We're gonna come back down here every day and kind of monitor the progress here. They're gonna take out the carpet. They're gonna take out all the walls that have the different colors in them. If you notice something here, they had their valance to match their couch. That's kind of cute, probably cost a fortune. And we're taking out all the flooring. We're taking out the kitchen. We're taking out the baths. So this is pretty much a full remodel. And a very common thing for us to do. Contractor, we've been working with them forever. They have done some of the most amazing jobs you could ever imagine. They work in some of the most exclusive buildings, and we're really blessed to be part of their trusted people to work with. That's pretty much it for this part of this. We're gonna monitor the progress and kind of show you how we're gonna do this whole selective demolition. So we're basically getting this ready so the contractor can come in and get his trades running ASAP. Our job is to get every screw, every little piece of drywall, every little piece of thin set and everything off the floor so they bring in the next trades and they're not getting back charged for anything. That's our job. We're gonna take all this stuff up, we're gonna haul it out, down through their elevators and stuff and put it into our dump trailer. When we're done, they won't even know we were here. We'll sweep up any mess we make. We're gonna be careful with their elevators, and we're gonna honor the trust that they've given us. There's a lot of stuff in here, and what you don't see or what you don't realize when you come through something like this until you do a few of these, you don't realize how much all these little things are worth. All right, so check out this. So that valance matches those chairs. So those chairs are normally sitting in here. These pillows match that valance. So these are little details that cost a huge amount of money when you're doing stuff like this. Getting all this stuff to match, getting everything to look the same. So here's some really cool thing. Here's Florida's living beaches. So there's all kinds of birds and stuff in here, and they show you about the different type of fish and shells and so on and so forth. I had one of these. I don't know where it's at. I'm going to take it with me. All right, thanks guys for taking that stuff down for me. Appreciate it, guys. I'm slow. I've always been a little slow, but after 40 years, I catch on to a little bit.
It's really fun having these kind of jobs when we go and we get all these really cool things. It's an interesting situation. You're like, well, holy cow, why would they get rid of all this perfectly good stuff? I say it's all about time, because most people that are in this financial situation, if they're hands-on kind of people, they got where they're at by doing more. But in this situation, it's just all about timing. They don't have the ability to meet people, get them through the gate in their communities. They're in Marco Island, so they're really far away. So this particular situation, that's a lot of what you see. So this right here, this glass that we're carrying out. Now, we don't carry glass. We don't carry mirrors. And the reason is if they break, now you have a bunch of glass in your hands. And we've had people get hurt with that before. And me, at one time, I was loading my truck and I had a mirror and it touched the edge of the truck and it shattered and it literally slit me right along the bottom of my belly, almost like a C-section for a woman. And at that point, I just started breaking up the mirrors and stuff when I was carrying them. So you see this situation right here could go wrong. Now, they do have it covered up with a blanket. Now, the reason they do that is because, again, if it breaks, this is a tabletop, by the way. If it breaks, it's not going to be a bunch of pieces of glass as much as it would be if it didn't have the blanket on it. The blanket's going to contain it. Now, this right here, this thing is almost an inch thick. It's about 3/4 of an inch thick. That weighs probably somewhere in the neighborhood of, probably 150 pounds. So that is a tabletop too. And again, one of the tabletops was outside. This is the inside tabletop. And what an amazing, amazing thing. Now, selling this stuff, you're like, geez, that's really cool. How hard will that be to sell? Well, glass top tables are not as popular as they used to be. And I'm not saying they're not popular because I'm not up to date on what furniture is trending. But I will say that those kind of things are harder to sell. And when they're supersized like that one is, it's really big. You need big rooms. A lot of the do-it-yourselfers and stuff like that, they don't really have huge houses. So especially if you're living in the area where we're at, the Bonita and the beach areas, a lot of the houses are small, at least the older houses. Now that right there, that's the countertop of the top of the buffet. And that probably weighed somewhere in the neighborhood of 200 pounds. So 200 pounds divided by two guys is 100 pounds a piece. So it's not crazy heavy, but it's still heavy. And notice there's 3 of them doing it and taking it down because we don't want anybody to hurt their back or anything. We'd rather triple time something and not get somebody to be hurt. Now look at these garages. Isn't it really nice how clean they keep their garages? Now, during Hurricane Ian, this garage would have been filled up all the way to its ceiling. This is literally, maybe 150 feet from the ocean itself. So you see how heavy that is? So these guys, man, these guys are awesome. They've been with me forever. They're such a positive group of guys. They're always just fun and interesting and always got something to say, always smiling. And always, putting in a good effort. The thing about what we do is we don't need anybody to run. We just want to be consistent all day long. So a lot of the companies that we compete against, their guys go to lunch off site and then they disappear. And a lot of times they're gone for more than 1 hour. And then what happens is they're drinking and doing stuff like that. And they come back and they just don't want to work. So what we do that's different, and it's just a different mindset. Most of the guys I got, they're all family people. They're family men. We start at the shop in the mornings. Everybody unloads the trucks because these trucks are going to be full. And they'll unload them tomorrow morning. And then what will happen is the guys, once they get done helping unload trucks and help with scrap metal, then they will all head down to at the end of our street. It's a racetrack gas station, believe it or not, because we get a lot of jokes about people in the neighborhood. They give us crap because if they show up at the racetrack at certain times of the day, the whole racetrack is full of my trucks, you know, and if we're running 13 crews, that's 13 trucks and trailers. You know, if we're running 20 crews, it's 20 trucks and trailers. You know, what's funny is yesterday I'm out with a friend and her son, and I'm telling him about the flipping stuff, you know. Lo and behold, we're walking back to my Jeep, and there's a wakeboard somebody's got sitting on the street. There's two bicycles, and there is a wakeboard and two skimboards. And I looked at him and I said, look, this is a perfect example of something that you could probably buy. Go ahead and put on eBay, or not eBay, but Craigslist or Facebook Marketplace, and you could sell. While we're in the car heading back, he looks it up, and there's only one up for sale, and it's up for sale for $125, and it's in worse condition than the one that he just picked up. He said, well, how would you do this? I said, well, put it on Facebook Marketplace. Put it on Craigslist. I said, and just show the defects, show the real condition, look it up online, find out the brand name, see what it's all about, put some little information on it about it, and then meet somebody, and you can sell it, maybe make an extra $100. I can't emphasize enough what a cool complex this is, both in location, the uniqueness of the location, the fact that it's got the lagoons in front of it, and it's right on the beach, so you can walk through the lagoon and be on the beach and be there almost privately by yourself. Even in the peak of season, it's not very busy. You're very close to the Everglades, which is like, you're like on the edge of the United States, more or less. Because you go Everglades for miles and miles and miles, 7,800 square miles, and then you start the Keys, going down to Key West. So there's literally wilderness below you. Then what's really cool about this is the way that they built these and the way that they have porch areas, and they're gigantic. It's really cool. To live in this kind of a scenario would be really, really fun. These complexes they're so isolated. There's few people down there. It's kind of luxury, being in a luxury world, living kind of in the wilderness-ish kind of a thing. It's just got a special vibe to it. So we get all kinds of crazy stuff. I bet we have had, over the years, maybe 500 of these. This is just a little tiny space saver desk. These plants and stuff like that, thousands of plants over the years. Stuff like this, if you've seen this sitting there, it looks brand new. Just brand new. So I don't know if it's just super high quality or if it was brand new. You know, it could have been brand new. We get brand new stuff all the time. So this stuff here, it's a matching set. It's really cool. Not my colors, but, you know, everybody's got different tastes, you know. And not everybody that comes to Florida buys into the grays and the whites and the blacks. Morning, gentlemen. Morning, gentlemen. Morning. I'm putting you in charge of filming. Just film these guys bringing this stuff off, okay? So this is us back at the shop, and these guys are, as a team, they're unloading these trucks. You see the one truck to the left has already been unloaded, and then we set this stuff out, and the guys figure out what they got, and then Lee and Cliff say put it in Connex Box M or Connex Box P or whatever. This is all the stuff coming back from that unit. So for us, it's exciting to all of us, even though, I mean, these guys, this just gives them job security because we're making money in two different ways or multiple different ways, and it keeps their job, keeps them busy.
What was that? I told you to grab the camera on.
Yeah, I thought you said grab the camera.
I'm like, man, why you got me doing this, man? Ahí está el mero mero. Oh, mero mero flores.
Mero floritas, güey.
Remove it, landscape. There's the muscle.
Stop following us around, man.
Yeah, bro.
It's because you're famous.
What's up with that, bro?
Because you guys are popular.
No, bro. Come on.
You know how many YouTube hits we got because you guys?
Now that the items are back at the shop, what'll happen is Lee has actually got a clipboard, and he is writing down where everything went and what areas. He's going to give it to Lisa, who's going to be putting all this stuff on. So, and now what she'll do is she will have him clean it. She'll measure it. She'll find the defects. She'll take pictures of it. She'll put it on Craigslist. She'll also put it on Facebook Marketplace.
Remember I was talking about the Fed dropping the rate? Well, they did that already. So that's the first time. Typically that kind of stuff, they have to do it multiple times for it to really stimulate the economy. I was reading an article yesterday on the real estate stuff, and they already are feeling the difference. People are changing their minds from, I'm gonna wait, till I need to jump in now. And that's what we want to see, because they jump in, they buy the place, they don't like the kitchen, they don't like the baths, they want to update it, and then we get more business. So obviously we're moving towards April 15th. We'll be screaming every year. It's like 5 or 6 months we run wide open. Now last year and the year before, guess what happened about this time? Do you remember what was going on right now? Hurricanes. Okay. Thank God we got a break from the hurricanes, but it's changing the dynamics of the business, because what we were doing is we were getting 2 seasons each year. We were getting our May season, and then we were getting another season because Milton hit, Helene hit, Adalia hit, all these different hurricanes. So anyway, that's it. So kind of excited about getting all this furniture and stuff. It fills the shop back up. Shop was looking a little sparse.
Now we're getting to the nitty gritty of this job. We're going to go in and we're actually going to do the demo. So on this one, we're taking out the kitchen, the baths. And when I say take out the kitchen, I'm talking about the cabinets, kitchen cabinets out. We're taking the vanities out. We're taking out some walls. We're taking out the showers, and they're going to redo all that. We're taking up the floors, so we're taking up the carpet, and we're taking up the tile. That is that TV stand. Those TV stands are not worth much money. The side parts are worth some money, but the TV stand itself. These right here, these are, they're not worth a crazy amount of money, but this is them guys taking apart the bathroom. This is the kitchen. They're getting the cabinets taken out. The wallpaper there, if it doesn't pull off real easy, it's easier to find people to do wallpaper, to put up drywall, than it is to find people in this marketplace to take off wallpaper and leave it in good enough condition that somebody that's spending this kind of money is going to be happy with the finished product. Here we are again. This is in the library area. All the stuff is gone. We've taken all that stuff back to our shop. It's pretty cool to see the guys unload it. That armoire is going to get it knocked down and thrown into a dump trailer, so they probably left it there until we got into the demolition part of this job. It's a shame. So this is all stuff they wanted to keep, and the guys are putting it out here and put it on something to kind of protect it from the floor. That's a Corian top. Corian tops don't cut very well, and I asked him to cut it a certain way, and we didn't do it. So there's probably a reason for it. So Corian tops are, just the fact that it's white makes it easy to sell. I don't know what the story is on that, because Goodoi is pretty good about following what I ask him to do. Now this is all hand painted stuff. This is hand painted. Kills will cover that up pretty good. So they left that. We didn't have to take that down. Remove all drywall on top of the wallpaper. That's because it's easier just to put up new drywall than it is to deal with the wallpaper. And this is a stripped out bathroom. This is one of the common things we do. These are pretty decent quality cabinets. He's showing a little bit of a broken cabinet. Now, a lot of this stuff, when you take it apart, you find that it was put together and it was broken when they installed it. So what's going on here is all of these cabinets are not built like furniture. They're not durable to be moved around multiple times. Now, when you connect them all together and you put the countertop on them and everything, they're very, very sturdy. But what happens is when we move these cabinets, we end up needing to take the legs off, and we'll put the legs back on at the shop. And then the cabinets are, they're pretty good quality. They're going to be fairly easy to sell because they're white. Anything that's white goes with just about everything. White is really in. White shaker seems to be the same thing in every one of the places that we go into. All of our Airbnbs, if we can get shaker stuff put in there, we want to do that. A lot of stuff we take out is going to be carpet. We still have to prepare the floor afterwards because the carpet glue a lot of times keeps particles and pieces of the padding. This carpet, when I looked at it when we were there, was in very, very good condition, even though it's probably 20 years or 25 years old. It's a shame to throw it away. So these big fancy armoires are that we demo them all the time, and we demo them because they're old technology. People are hanging their TVs on their walls now. It's a different ball game now. So those TV stands, basically become dust collectors for a lot of people, and they just don't want them. And they're so big and so hard to move around. People, they have a hard time doing that kind of stuff. They got to work so much and everything just to keep the lights on. So they don't want to go through the crazy operation of moving something that big. This right here, they're taking this apart to take it down a little easier. Probably would have been easier to take it down this one piece. This is us protecting the windows from getting chipped when we're doing the tile removal. There's a nasty little storm. This is the cool part about living right on the ocean like that. You get to see the wild cloud formations. You get to see the lightning and all that stuff. He swaps to the spud bar because prying with the demo hammers is not good. It breaks the inside of them. They're plastic inside. And then what happens is then I have to get them repaired. And if it's past a year, guess what happens? They don't repair them anymore. They charge you to do it. What he did is he figured out how easy this was going to come up, so he just started using the crowbar because it's just easier. Plus, the crowbar doesn't weigh 34 or 35 pounds like a demo hammer. And then prying with the demo hammer is a no bueno. We train the guys not to do that. We have a lot of extra damage every year during our season because of the new guys or the guys coming back from other jobs, and they use the demo hammers as crowbars, and it's not good. So taking up the flooring on this, if this had ProFlex, this would have taken 3 or 4 days. Like this, probably a day and a half. They still have to go back and grind the floors. So they go glue, cork, then thin set, and then they lay the tile on top of that. It actually works really good and holds up really well. And these buildings they're just simply amazing. I always like to joke about it. They're kind of at the end of the world, or at least the end of the United States. Right next door is the Everglades. When you go about a half a mile from here, you're in nothing but wilderness, old style Florida wilderness. I'm talking snakes, crocodiles, alligators, all these different things. By the way, they say Florida is the only place around on the earth where crocodiles and alligators are in the same habitat. Look at how a single guy did that whole unit in one morning, just pulling it up with a spud bar. How do you like that? This is what we do. This is how we do it. These jobs are so much fun. It's like Christmas for us when everything comes back to the shop. Yeah, all this stuff is 25 years old, but it's really cool stuff. It sells really well. It's great that we don't take this stuff to the dump, because that's what most of our company competitors would do. So this one was $18,569, and it's really good. A lot of really good finds here. A very profitable job.
Hopefully you like this video, and what we'd like to do is get some feedback from you. We'd love to hear your comments. We'd like to know what we're doing that you like and what we're doing that you want to see some more of, okay? We don't know much about this new feature that YouTube just put out. It's called the Hype feature. We hear it is very beneficial for a channel like ours to get promoted and to blast us out some more. So if you know how to do the Hype feature, you figure out how to do it on the TV, if you could give us a little comment, teach us how to do it, we'd like to know so we can pass it on. Hey, and those of you that have been hyping us already, thank you very much. Okay, so we have t-shirts available now, and there's a link down below in the comments section for those, and in the description as well. Also, if you like this video, we're absolutely sure you're gonna like this video right here.